is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
Meet TAP, the Transit Assistance Program. TAP makes transit more affordable for people with lower incomes, with rides for just $1. To apply, it's easy. First, type go to metrotransit.org/tap to fill in your info. Then snap. Take a quick pic of your ID and one other accepted document, like an EBT card. Then tap, submit your application, and after getting approved, you'll get your TAP Go-To card mailed to you in about a week. Finally, load money on your card, then hop on any bus or light rail train to get where you're going for less. Apply in a few minutes and start saving money today. Learn more at metrotransit.org/tap.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, how's it going in the world of travel?
It's going. It's the summertime. It's heated up. It's hot out there, and it's a lot of things going on. Reunions. There's a lot of reunions.
Yeah, talk about the heat, though. I mean, reunions in the heat. I don't know.
They don't mix.
Yeah, they
so
don't mix.
your family had a great idea. You all used to do your friends and family, which was sort of similar to a family reunion in May,
April,
May.
Yeah, and we did it because of the older people in the family.
Yeah.
They were like not coming out. I mean, we have a family reunion on my dad's side in June in Fifth Ward, Houston, and it's on concrete. So just imagine, it ain't like no summer trees, because it's the middle of the hood. So you ain't, we ain't got no trees and big greenery. And so they was like, we're not going. So we had family and friends.
Even if you have trees down in Texas, this is going to be hot.
It's going to be hot regardless. It's going to be hotter if you're on concrete, but it's going to be hot on the grass. It's going to be hot if you got trees. It's going to be hot if you have a tent. It's going to be hot if you have a fan.
I'm telling you, because I'm here to tell you this heat. I mean, these reunions, and we got class reunions, we got family reunions, we got girlfriend reunions, we got Essence Festival, we got all kind of reunions going on. And I'm telling you that it's so hot out there. What do? I mean, I got me a little personal fan, but it still ain't kicking the way I need it to be.
So I'll tell you what we did for my family reunion. We had a building at a park. And it was air conditioned, and so we cranked the air up as high as it would go. And Friday night, people were actually cool. A lot of the older people they had jackets on. They were real chilly. But on Saturday, it was just somewhat pleasant. But what I want to tell you, ladies, about is the way that we save money with this family reunion.
Okay.
We like on Friday. We bought our own food. We didn't cater. We didn't cater with anybody. And then on Friday,
was it potluck or something?
Well, on Friday, we buy the food and we take it to the facility. And on Friday, we had these big fryers. And I had never fried fish on these fryers, but I worked with my brother and I fried the fish, helped him fry the fish.
How many people y'all talking about? Because I got a big family. How many people?
It was probably 50, 60 people.
Oh, yeah, that's my family, me, my brothers and sisters. Okay.
Yeah. So I would say if you want to save on a family reunion, that what you can do is make these team leader type people in your family, and what they can do is be leaders over handling certain things as far as cooking, as far as getting the food together. And then next year, guys, they told me they want the Jet Setting Divas to come because it's going to be in Houston.
Oh,
It's
It's
gonna be
gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
where? In
Houston.
Houston?
Yeah.
Houston. You
Why
have family
Houston?
in
Do
Houston?
you have family in
Yeah,
Houston?
I do have family in Houston. Yes.
Oh, well, we
Okay,
go all the time, and you don't go and visit them.
you sure don't. You really
I
don't. That's
would go.
right. It's definitely a
Now y'all,
surprise to me because
y'all
I have
just
never heard
clowning
that.
me. You know, I've
I
told
have
you I have
never.
similar.
I ain't never heard you
This the
say you have
first time
family in
I've
Houston.
ever heard this, Jeanette.
Yes,
The first
I
time.
have many cousins in Houston. Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. But and you know
Well,
what? And I
thanks
think
for the
that's great.
invite.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I mean, I'll definitely be there, but you know, it better not be in the summertime. It better not
It's
be
gonna
look
be
'cause
in the summer, but you know, if it's
But
like the same
they,
weekend, I told
yeah.
them. I said Yvette is already there. Tina, she's not doing anything
Well,
this weekend.
I was
they
there too. I just
probably,
I was there too. I just didn't tell nobody. I was there. I went
they
there on Friday.
probably just gonna have it in a building
They
like
are.
they did before.
They
So
are.
was it in Arkansas, Jeanette?
It was in Arkansas this year. Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
next year,
So do
last
you
year,
like rent a
last year,
facility? You said a
that's what
facility?
we do. We rent a facility for Friday night, Saturday night, and then we have church service. So I'm gonna have to take you all to church service on Sunday. We have a with church.
Hmm.
Mm,
We have a church service on Sunday. So
Okay.
yeah,
okay, okay. Okay, yeah.
That
Family I
sounds
think
good.
family reunions, what we used to as kids, you know, running around, we probably did it probably was still as hot, especially if you were in like Texas. But it's so different now because now you got t-shirts and we know you had the family reunion t-shirt, everybody just went up there, bought your t-shirt, you got it for your family, and it was done deal. But now your facility, who rents the facility, how much, that's a cost. Security, that's a cost. I mean, you when you say you guys got a deal, I mean the meat, how did you guys do the food?
that's what we did. We went and got somewhere where you could buy bulk meat, bulk everything.
Okay.
How many, a
So
certain
did you
amount?
do like a flat rate per person,
Yeah.
We
or
did a
how
flat
did
rate.
you?
We did a flat rate per
Okay.
person, but we're having to increase that because we know things are going to be more expensive in Houston. So
Yes.
we're already saying it's good. And then people are talking about the Taste of Houston, and we won't do the Taste of Houston, but we were going to do like we kind of do when we go to Houston restaurant hop. But
Hmm.
still, we would need a bus or something. So we're in the early
Oh,
planning
I gotta
stages.
share that bus. I was at the Home Depot and this family reunion tour company, and I know we looked them up and I could not find any information. So I don't know if it was
Hmm.
if they came from out of town, and I
Mm,
looked and looked,
They
but
don't have a
they don't.
website?
They didn't have a website. They didn't have any information. It what came up as a transportation company. So I don't know if they painted this particular bus, or it's kind of like
They
one of
put a
those
border
city
on
buses.
that. They put a semi. It wasn't permanent. They just took a bus and put it
But it
on
was, yeah,
there.
no, but it was colored yellow, all decorated. It was, it had the name face. It was called the Family Reunion Express Line,
wow. Okay.
and I looked it up, but I could not find anything. But
Hmm.
it was a great idea because it was accessible for wheelchairs. So that's what I really saw was a lot
Mm,
of accessibility for ADA, things like that. And so you got the
Hmm.
older people, and it looks like
okay.
they were touring around. It didn't look like they were stopping off at maybe they had a central point, or maybe it was maybe one of those nursing home groups. But that's a good idea too if you do things like that.
It
But my
is a
family
very
is
good
so big.
idea.
My family is so big. We can't do like when families like, oh, we went to the museum, we had a picnic in the park, we go to church. We have one day event. You pay $50.
Hmm.
No, you actually we don't even do that anymore. You bring your own food. You contribute it to
I
the
mean,
little
that's
section
cool
where
though. What
everything
you all
is.
do, yeah.
And
Potluck. Everybody
it,
brings something.
and if you want to,
So.
have your own thing, you could do that. And then we kind of have a gathering place, and that's it.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
Yvette, what you do
So.
this weekend? It looked
So.
like
So
you had some fun.
yeah, I went to a to my class
Class
reunion,
reunion.
but I want to go back to traveling to get to these class reunions or
Okay.
family reunions.
Yes.
You know, I, because for some reason I have not seen some of these people like in a long
Wow.
time,
Hmm.
and for some reason everybody knew. I kept getting asked the same question. So you came from Dallas? When are you going back? And I'm like, how do you know I live
Why
in Dallas?
and why do y'all think why do you always that why is that always the question when you going back? Did you fly
Yeah.
here? Did Really?
Safe travels. I'm like, everybody know my business, and I haven't seen
Wow.
y'all in 30
Well,
years, 30 something
they
years.
must be following you on social
So
media.
they, yeah,
They see you in
they
Dallas.
probably see that I'm
Yeah,
in Dallas, and
yeah.
I did. She just showed some pictures, and I do have
Okay.
my class
Mm,
reunion. It's the class of '89. I guess I'm telling my age
you are. You
if
are.
I'm
You
telling you
old.
all
You
You
that.
you
But
old.
I got to see people that I had not seen in 30 something years, which was,
It's gone. Get a real number. It's like
which was
over
great.
35 years.
Look, over 30 years,
Yeah,
okay?
over 30
So
years.
it was great. It was great. But you know what's so crazy? I knew the faces and
Oh,
didn't know
know
people's
the
names.
name,
Mm.
girl. And I don't care if you go back to your Facebook and look at them. That picture they got on
Right.
Facebook does not look like the person that I went to high school with. So I'm always trying to decode who that person
That's what
is.
I am too. Like, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
I told you I bumped into
Yeah.
several people when I go to Houston, and they were in the grocery store, and they were like, "Hey, Tina," and I'm like, I have no idea who that person
We
is.
bumped into one of your
Yep.
classmates last time.
Yep,
Yep.
we did. Yeah,
So
so
it was
yeah,
this class reunion, and they do it every year, and I see them doing it, but it always conflicts with my schedule. So
schedule.
this year
Mm.
I made time to drive to Houston and go, and
Yeah.
it was class of 76,
So y'all had an all
79,
class. It was an all
yeah,
class
Oh, okay.
ni-
reunion.
That's good. Yeah.
94, 95,
Okay.
87, 88, 89. But then at the tail end, all them people from them other tents here and there everywhere, guess where they came? To
Y'all
89.
Oh, y'all must have
89
Because
was a good year.
we had the lively we had
y'all
the
must had it
lively
going
tent.
on.
Y'all
I,
had a
I saw
DJ.
I saw you
We
on
didn't
an
have a
electric.
DJ, but
I saw you on an electric bull. That's what I saw. That's
I
what I
did.
saw.
I did. I wrote the bull. Y'all know I had to try it. But guess
Okay.
what? It was short lived. I fell right off of it.
Oh yeah, them things. You two, them bones don't heal the same. I don't
Hey,
care how old you
hey,
are.
you know what? Looks can be deceiving because you look at that and you be like, I can do that. Soon as you jump your butt up on that, that thing start moving around. I had no
Mm-mm.
control.
I'm telling
But
you,
yeah.
no, I'm not. But you know what? When you think about class reunions, like my class reunion is also coming up. I was in the class of 2020, and we and
Class of
we're getting ready.
2020. You talking about college? You
It
talking
wasn't
about
My
even. It
my
wasn't
high
even
school class
college.
of
It wasn't
2020.
even college. I know she added some years on here.
And they're doing like so they're collecting money or did collect money like $150 per person, and then they had some rate if you were not a part of the class, and it includes a gala or banquet. It includes uh, church, and it includes a t-shirt and the picnic or whatever. And I thought the cost is great. I don't know particularly if I want to go to a gala, maybe because I'm a
Mhm.
single and I don't want to really go. And that's more of a couple thing to me when I think of a gala.
Mhm.
Now, our rival high school had their class reunion this past weekend, and they had a sneaker ball, which makes it. I like the
That's me
concept
too. I
of a
like that.
sneaker ball. So
Mhm.
it's like you're
Hmm.
really getting dressed up, but you can wear your sneakers. People can kind of dress up, the sneaker look or whatever. And I thought that was a great idea. But
Yeah.
to get into a formal dress and go and have dinner with people that I ain't freaking seen in so many years. I don't know if that's something I want to do, but I wanted to participate in the picnic and get a t-shirt. And
Mhm.
they were like, "Well, if you
Yeah.
don't pay for everything, then you can't
Mm.
do everything."
So that
And
Okay.
so that's
so
not
I
good. That's an
so
option.
I
Yeah.
may not even go because of that.
So see, this is not like a traditional. This is something that they do every year, once
Yeah.
a year. And 2 weeks ago, they actually went on a cruise. And I
Wow.
remember they went on a cruise maybe 2 years before this year. And but the thing about it is, I missed that. I didn't get. I didn't know that they were
Information.
going on a cruise. I may have gone, but I didn't
Yeah.
know. And I
So
missed that
so
post because we do have a class page. I missed that
yeah.
one.
Okay, yeah. So that's why I said we have a class page for our high school, and like like your class, it must be a Houston thing. They literally do something every year,
Mm-hmm.
and they do
Wow.
stuff with other schools. And then here recently, I don't know
They
if you
do.
remember, Walter D had a all school class
Yeah.
reunion at here a few
Mm-hmm.
months ago. He's a local DJ in
Yeah.
Houston, and he had every school, every class, everyone get
Mm-hmm.
together at a skating rink. And those type of things, yeah, I get to see all those things on my social media.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of way. I see these people on my social media. I don't know particularly if I'm social enough to want to see them in person and
I
drive,
think you are. I think
Everybody,
you are.
everybody, everybody
Yeah,
is
I think
different or
you
but
are.
I but
whatever.
I, but
You
but is
know.
it me? But I've gone every year, but I was married. So I don't know if that's the issue that I'm having
Mhm.
is those first, 10-year reunion, the 15, the
How to
20,
handle it as a single person.
how to handle it as a single person. So I'm like,
Well, no.
even though
So you can't just pay and say, I'm gonna go to the picnic and that's it. I'm not
What you
going to
saying
the
is one
gala.
price.
It's just one price and you gotta go to every.
it's one
You gotta go.
price
And see
for
the picnic.
everything.
That this was they just had a picnic. There was no fee. You
Hmm.
just
See?
go
And I think, well,
and
that's
you
what I
bring.
do.
And some people set up tents. You bring your own chair. You bring your own drinks. You bring you bring your
Own
own stuff.
stuff.
Although they did, like some people, I guess, must have got together. They did have food. They had boiled shrimp, boiled corn, potatoes. We in Houston, so they was gonna
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
seafood. They had
yeah.
turkey necks. They had smoked turkey legs. They had all kind of stuff. But this, I guess, this was donations. People just
Donated game.
brought stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, I'm probably gonna get a t-shirt, and I'm probably going to, if I get a t-shirt, or I see people, you kind of walk up there at their street clothes. I'm gonna go to the picnic, but I'm not, if they're not making accommodations, I'm gonna probably go, but I'm not paying, $150 because I'm not
Hmm.
doing the sit down dinner. I'm not doing that portion. I'm probably not going to go to church. Maybe I will. I don't know. We would see who, what thug is going to be is the new pastor in my class. Or then
They
maybe I'll,
they should definitely have some options. That's what I would say. They should
yeah,
have options for people who don't want to go to everything, and then they could do it like your class did, Yvette, where you just show up and you
Yeah.
do kind of do your own thing. I think that is
yeah,
really good.
But the thing about it is, my school, I'm not going to say my class, Worthing is always doing something. The alumni of Worthing
Mhm.
is always doing something. I see events year round.
Mm.
yeah,
They
yeah.
go places.
Okay.
They go roller skating, or we're going to bombshell, or we're
Hmm.
going to they go and do all kind of places. And when they went on that cruise, it wasn't just Worthing. It was Yates. It was
Hmm.
Sterling. It was just a bunch of different schools that are
Yeah,
in our area.
yeah. Yeah, and I think that's
So.
probably common for what we may see in Houston because there's always a travel agent. They're doing a lot of
Hmm.
cruises, and
Hmm.
especially since cruises are right out of Houston or right out of the
Yeah, right
Galveston
out of
area.
Yeah.
They,
Galveston.
yeah, so they do that quite a bit. So I definitely see that going on. So yeah, I mean, but class reunions, those are the big things now. And then you know. Just reunion, like college reunion. People getting together. I know you and I, Yvette, have talked about possibly getting together
Yeah,
some old gals that we
Mhm.
used to hang out with back in college, and
I'm
and
waiting for Tina to put that together.
I know I keep seeing
And
them because
then
I think
I'm coming. I'm coming. I wasn't in college with you all, but I'm coming.
yeah, and
Yep,
just getting together
you're
because I
invited.
mean, because I had to tell you that what you guys don't know is I used to be like a floor manager at the Museum of Natural Science, and I
Well, I
hired
know that.
We know.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
too.
I hired Yvette, and well, I got her on. I helped her get on, and we had quite a few. Even our producer, I even had her job over there at the museum. Look, if anybody needed a job and you were in college, because it actually sat between like 3 or 4 different little colleges, and people could leave, go to class, come back. So it was
Mhm.
actually, so we have like a network of
Convenient.
people that. a network of people that we really grew to, know and love when we were in college, because our support system. We sometimes some of us lived in the same apartment complex. We shared ride, went out, partied after work, or after school. So it's a lot of people that I definitely want to reconnect with that I haven't seen in over 30 years.
Even you brought up a great idea, Tina, of it having a podcast reunion this summer
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
podcasters from Shaletta Makes Me Laugh. All the podcasters throughout the United States come together in Minneapolis and have a podcast reunion. So
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
that's a
Oh
Yep.
good
yeah.
idea. So you can do it for many different reunions of
Yeah,
many
yeah.
different
Yeah, because
points.
reunion is just what it is. It's a reunion. It's to get reacquainted and
Mhm.
get to know what people have been doing.
Yep.
Their kids, grandkids, grandmothers. They, married, divorced. They got all kind of things going on in their life. And social media keeps us kind of connected but disconnected. Like we can see, but we ain't gotta get
But but
really
it's
involved.
it's it's a different feeling when you actually
Yeah.
see that person
Mhm.
in, you know,
Yeah.
you're in front of them. You see them in person.
Mhm.
So it's a difference. It really is.
It is. I
Yeah.
missed my family reunion last year, and I was really happy to go and see everybody this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I look forward to our family bringing back family and friends. I
Me
think
too.
the hard part for our family is because we haven't had one since before COVID. We've
Yeah.
lost so many family members, as
Mm.
well as the location that we loved so much. It's become more of a retreat, so they're not utilizing,
Mm.
allowing people that are outside of their social area to join in, and it was so shady and covering. It
It
was
was
such a
nice.
great
I
place.
went.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a great place, and it was like a
Mhm.
veterans retreat, but it was perfect for everybody to bring their RVs, bring everything, and they're not allowing that. So we have a lot of concerns or questions about what would we do, because you know
Mhm.
you know when you call it family and friends, we don't know people's friends, and I think we paid a lot for security, but it was easier in a contained area. I don't know what we're gonna do outside of that.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we got to keep in mind is, safe people's safety.
Well,
Yeah.
ladies, it looks like this summer everybody is reuniting and having
It,
reunions of
and
all kinds.
it feels so good, huh, Yvette?
from,
Yes.
from families to classes to podcasts to all kinds of reunions.
Friends. Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, reunions is a great time to, get reacquainted and, see people. And, I look forward to, us possibly bringing together the podcast,
Me
doing an
too.
all podcast. And,
Yeah.
that would be great. And I will put it on our docket to get all those kids back together from way back, people we spring break with back in the early, and see if we can,
Do a college
a good a
reunion.
good a good college
Mm-hmm.
reunion. So
Yep.
that'll be something great, and it'll
Okay.
be all, it doesn't matter as long as you were around me. That's kind of how I
Mm-hmm.
look at it. And
Well,
awesome,
ladies,
ladies.
I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, the Jet Setting Divas.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
In this job, I challenge myself and grow.
At Lutheran Social Service of Minnesota, Kelly makes a difference.
We see people, not disabilities. I'm here for them.
Lutheran Social Service is now hiring direct support professionals to work in our homes and empower people in our community. The work is rewarding, and so are the benefits. Full-time direct support professionals receive medical, dental, and vision plans, matched retirement savings, paid time off, and more.
LSS is a great organization. They recognize my talents and my desire to grow.
Kelly has advanced to a job as a training specialist, working with new employees to prepare them to support people with disabilities.
We're neighbors helping neighbors. So do work that matters. Grow with us.
Find your meaningful career at Lutheran Social Service, named a top workplace by employees. Learn more at lssmn.org/immediate openings. Ask about.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
Are you a woman known as a good listener? Do you have skills in de-escalating situations? Are you what they call a people person? Then the Minneapolis Police Department would like to meet you. Now in a rebuilding phase, the Minneapolis Police Department is recruiting more women to wear the badge. The department offers career options for women with a high school diploma or GED. There are also opportunities for women with 2- and 4-year degrees who are ready to apply their skills in new ways. Police work makes a great second career for social workers, teachers, nurses. Women in their 30s and 40s are welcome to apply. There's no age cap. You'll be paid while you train and mentored by veteran women officers invested in your success. Minneapolis also welcomes current police officers to join the state's largest department. Make a difference on the streets, working in your community, in a career with competitive salaries and generous benefits. Go to minneapolismn.gov and search police jobs to find out more.
If you live in an older home, it may contain lead-based paint on walls, woodwork, and windows. Even more bad news, lead exposure can be dangerous to young children and impact their brain development. And now, the good news. Hennepin County will fix lead hazards in your home at no cost to you.
We were worried because of the paint in the windows in the bedroom. They were peeling and chipping, and we know that when paint peels and chips and it looks a certain way, that's possibly lead. We were worried for our children more so than anything.
Eligible homes can qualify for up to $15,000 in upgrades. You may even qualify for new energy-efficient windows. Don't worry, Hennepin County has a trusted list of pre-approved contractors. You won't even have to find companies with correct licenses or certifications.
I've just done a test and it's positive. So we know that this is lead-based paint, and then we know it's a hazard because it's creating dust every time this window moves and opens. And if you look in here, that's just full of lead paint chips.
You won't have to stay with your cousin while you're getting the lead out. Hennepin County even pays for you and your family to stay in a hotel while the work is underway. The last good news is how easy it is to apply. Just go to hennepin.us/lead control to get started.
I'm really happy with the program. We can go to bed knowing that our children are safe.
That's hennepin.us/lead control. Tell your friends about it.